Welcome, nuclear survivors, to the Diamond City Podcast. What's up, Fallout fans?
How's it going?
Welcome to Diamond City Podcast. This is Drew.
This is Jason.
I'm Stephanie.
How y'all surviving out there?
Still alive.
Yeah, it's going.
I'm almost out of stim packs.
You don't need them. Just a little healing powder or just some brown meat. You'll be fine.
We'll go drink out of the lake.
Bring your rat away.
Yeah. We got plenty of Radaway. So we are diving into our new adventure. We've kind of taken a break from the board game because, you know, it's a board game. You kind of get bored.
Oh my gosh, this song all week. He'll get into it.
I see this. That's just a Courier Jr. over there.
Heard this song going to bed.
Yeah. So we are now. We'll be back to the board game. Don't worry. We're still trying to figure that masterpiece out.
Yes.
So we're diving into a bigger one.
Yeah, we are.
But this one's a little easier, I think.
Boy, with the creative advantages, yeah.
Yeah, well, it also, as a lot of our fans will remember, Fallout 1 is set up just like how the RPG is set up. You had more choices, and your choices meant something to the game. Mm-hmm. You could get someone pissed off at you, and they would stay pissed off at you. In the later games, you get them mad at you and they're in that conversation, leave for a couple hours, come back, talk to them, hey, look, they're back to normal.
Yeah. Like they forgot all about it.
Yeah. It's like, seriously? What the hell?
You ain't mad anymore?
If you decide to make your character dumber than a rock, nothing will change in the newer games. You don't have any special lines of dialogue, no special comments, no nothing like that. In the first two games, though, oh yeah, if you're dumb as rock, oh yeah, the NPCs would have something different to say. You could actually have different choices you could say. It was just so much better, which is the reason why I kind of like the RPG, because it kind of goes back to that, to the early days of Fallout. But it's set in the Fallout 4 era.
So if Jason just kind of casually gave away what we were doing.
Oh, please, you were about 2 minutes anyways. You're too slow. You're being subtle. I don't like subtlety.
No subtle. We're doing the role-playing game, and today we are discussing our characters. Or how we're developing our characters.
Yeah, how we're developing, yeah.
Crap, I forgot my notepad. Oh well.
Nice. I love improvised episodes. They're the best.
Wait, when have it not been improvised?
Yeah.
Last time I saw a script, it was for our trailer. And that thing we didn't even really use. We just looked at it and went, okay, this is what we're going to say, and we just went completely off script, so.
Yeah, that's what we do. You know, it's just like the game. You have to improvise. Yeah.
True that. Dirty Rig and Perk, all the way.
I live on the luck perk, I'll tell you that. Man, the ring is going off. No, not important.
That's good.
Someone stole somebody's mail.
Hope it wasn't mine. Wait. Wrong side of town, never mind.
Man, our ring is so powerful it gets the whole city.
That'd be interesting.
Alright, so who wants to dive into their character first?
I'll let you guys go first, because I just started.
Yeah, Steph just started.
Well, then you're the big honcho. Remember, I'm just the sole survivor visiting the Courier, so this is your show. You start.
Hold up. It's our show.
Why is it every time I try to pass the buck, it gets thrown right back in my face?
Team effort. It's our show.
That's usually the line I get told, too.
But this one's a very much mind-blowing character. right out of my mind. And Jason filled in some cool gaps which I still haven't typed up yet. Oops. But I'm pretty sure I remember the gist of it. Let me just pull up my notes here. Because I'm going to read it off the notes.
You read it like all.
Oh boy. He's going to use his notes, people.
I'm going to use my notes. Because I went all out. Because you're all going to be blown with this character. And you all can try to figure out who it is. That's Waylon.
That's not his character, though.
Yeah.
That's just Courier Jr., as we call him.
Courier Jr. Alright, so, my character, his name is Henry Hedford.
Phrasing.
Henry Hedford.
Henry Hedford.
Henry Hedford. He's a vault dweller with a twist.
You should go see a chiropractor about that.
Not that kind of twist.
Oh.
Plot twist, guys. Plot twist.
Oh. Whoops.
Alright.
Get your mind out of good stuff.
He is throwing things out of his playpen. Henry, being a disgruntled Vault-Tec executive, had access to everything Vault-Tec, even top-secret unreleased projects, including an unannounced, unopened, unpowered vault in an undisclosed location, Vault 123. Boy, I'm creative. 1, 2, 3. Really?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
I just
3.
now realized that, yeah. All the times we talked about that, it just now clicked.
1, 2, 3. Well, they stopped at 122, so I'm like, yeah, 123. The vault was initially designed to be an ultimate luxury vault for vault executives. However, just before absolute completion of the vault, basically just needed power, was abandoned due to lack of funding and other business issues, which we all know Vault-Tec had. Henry, discovering the evil Vault-Tec, decides to leave Vault-Tec in yet another undisclosed manner. We don't know if he was fired, or voluntary quit, or forced exit. But takes with him their secrets and access points, as well as manipulating shipping of materials to Vault 123, also causing the shipping mishaps of the other vaults. Vault 123 contains a lot of secret and known technologies. For example, the cryogenic chambers, which he was able to fully automate and program for his survival, as this vault was the massive everything vault. Anything and everything was thrown in this vault, just for him to power up and seal off for his survival alone. He made sure this vault was still unmonitored and unannounced to anyone. For this was his ticket for survival once the bombs fell. He worked at night to have this vault ready to go, secretly as to not get caught and to prepare. He had about a year to do it. But he had all the plans and all the know-how. His biggest struggle will be to survive alone.
He's putting his 2 cents.
Yep. He knew their secrets, he knew the experiments, and he knew how to manipulate them for his advantage. His only companions were a couple of robots, one being a Protectron, and the other one a Handy.
Mr. Handy.
Mr. Handy. This vault was also armed with weapons and ammo secured secretly by Henry before the bombs hit. Armed with repair knowledge and science skills needed, he was able to repair and modify weapons as needed. The bombs finally fell, and he secured himself in Vault 123, where he promptly programmed his cryogenic chambers to only open every 10 years for service and life check purposes. This was not announced or told to Vault 111.
Well, I imagine when I'm told to none of the vaults.
No.
Actually, yeah, so.
He soon, being isolated, had time to perfect projects in sections and mastered the teleportation tech he was already assigned on before the bombs hit. He had a room designated just for that. He may or may... I don't know how to type, guys. Well, here we go. He may or may not have had contacts with CIT or the Institute. He struggled about 56 years after when he had his first major breakdown. He lost power in the vault, but miraculously his Protectron was sent out via manual release to fetch viable parts to use for repair. After 6 months of waiting and running out of supplies, the Protectron was successful in its mission, bringing power and food back to Vault 123. By this time, Henry was getting older and decided to just focus on staying frozen for another 44 years. And then, and only then, would he dare open the vault. With his decon working in a rad suit, God, I can't read, to explore while keeping this vault a complete mystery. He was proficient at shooting too. He wasn't scared and he wasn't shy of anything. He also had a desire to help fellow vault survivors, as he knew all too well the torture they had to endure. For at this point in his life, he had nothing else he could do to help alleviate the damage and pain caused by Vault-Tec's evil. He wanted to be a hero, but with his tech and knowledge, he can. He could see anything using the VAT system with his Pip-Boy. He never speaks his name. He leaves as fast as he comes, as otherwise known as... Anyone want to fill it in?
The mysterious stranger.
Yes. Yep. But obviously I didn't really update that much because we really keened in on a different approach to that character. What's up, buddy? I'm right here. I see you. You're titled Noodle and Friends, huh? Noodle and Pals, whatever they call it.
What?
Some of these kids shows now.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
So, we kind of changed that up a little bit, though. We made it even better.
Yes.
He's a synth.
Oh.
A partial synth. He started human. Word got out that he was in that vault. Institute was looking for a non-radiated sacrifice for this. What do they call it? The chip? What was the chip?
The Courser.
The Courser chip. They wanted a non-radiated human for a Courser chip. And over the year, he didn't get caught into this trap till later, after he's been frozen a few times. So, they experiment on him. They put the Courser chip in him. He becomes fluent over time. I mean, at first there's going to be, that one didn't work. Or it was too based on his emotions and feelings, and that's why he can't control where he's going. But over the years, they perfected. He's able to see a vault dweller in need, hop over there. But the thing that the Institute always fucks up on is these synths become, rogue?
Rogue, yeah.
Then they go rogue. So, what was the Institute's failure with Henry? He went rogue. He went with his emotions, and now he realizes Vault-Tec and the Institute are fucked up. But he has the powers now.
So did he start out like Kellogg, where he was just a normal human with some cybernetic upgrades, and eventually he became possibly a full-on synth?
I think
with all his memories transferred over?
I think he basically became a synth. I don't think it was intentional. They did so much to him and so much technology. He still has human emotion. He still has all of his memories, thoughts, and he still has all the Vault-Tec secrets.
Okay.
That the Institute still doesn't have.
True, and we always did wonder. I mean, we know with Nick Valentine, they moved his memories into it to a full-on robot that you can clearly see robot. But the Gen 3s, they don't really do the whole moving all the memories as much. But also,
they focus more on making it look real.
Right, they focus more on making it look real. I mean, they still get enough memories into the robot, but it always made you wonder, like, what happened? How did they screw it up, basically, well, we know how they screwed up, because the shit keeps going, these guys keep going rogue. Which, hell, even Nick and Demo went rogue, and they were Gen 1 synths.
And that explains Nick's complete passion about the mysterious stranger.
That would explain it, yes. He would have been still part of the Institute at the time of when he was in there, and we know that the Institute was from right as the bombs dropped, because they immediately went underground. So, and we didn't have the actual humanoid robots at the time. I mean, Assaultron's about the closest we had to humanoid. So, yeah, makes sense. I mean, yeah. he would have known about this guy, probably not known his name. And then when the Institute just kicked him and Dima to the curb, without destroying him, that's what I always thought was very interesting. They kicked out Nick and Dima, but did not destroy him. Did not try to reprogram him. They just, whatever. But now, if it's Gen 3 gets rogue, they shut it down, bring it back, wipe its mind, give it a new one, and send it back out on missions again. How come we never tried to do that with Nick and Dima?
So they're afraid of their mess ups.
Only for those two.
Yeah, they were
afraid to be, everybody knew about them from these two robots, but nobody really seemed to care about them, so they thought, nobody will come after us for these two failures. But now with the Gen 3, they're very afraid of, people find out we fucked up with these, they're going to come after us.
Oh, and they did.
Yeah, we get to blow them up. Yeah. Oops, spoilers.
Spoiler alert, sorry.
Yeah.
Depends who you choose, though.
That's true. If you choose them, they survive. But then you still got to blow up the Brotherhood.
You get to blow up somebody.
Someone gets blown up no matter what.
Somebody gets blown up. Brotherhood, Institute. Sometimes I wish it was the Minutemen, because they annoy the shit out of me.
That's funny. They'll still blow up the Institute, ignore the railroad, and I think, do they attack or get attacked by the Brotherhood at the end? It's been so long since I've done a Minutemen route, I can't remember what happens after the Minutemen destroys the Institute. I think the Brotherhood leaves them alone.
I don't think the Brotherhood attacks them now.
Okay. Yeah, so literally the only one where you just attack Institute would be if you do Minutemen. If you do Brotherhood, of course they survive, but they go after the Railroad and Institute. They ignore the Minutemen, of course. What? Sorry.
I banged my chin on the microphone.
It almost went flying. I was just like, ugh.
I was like, poof.
I didn't even notice. What was that?
So yeah.
Oh, whatever.
No.
Henry basically starts as a Vault-Tec executive, a high up, turns into a project that he basically turns apart. Basically all parts of synths with human capability, explaining his mysterious stranger capabilities. Where he can zap and teleport, kill, disappear. And I'm pretty sure he stole that outfit from one of the door-knocking guys from Fallout 4.
He stole the outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my character.
Nice.
It's the mysterious stranger, but kind of the backstory, the unknown backstory. Kind of help fill in a lot of puzzle pieces for the last 4 or 5 Fallouts.
Yes. Up until Bethesda comes out with their Fallout 5 and they complete retcon and actually give a backstory to the mysterious stranger.
They're not gonna get rid of the mysterious stranger. They're gonna keep it
I
a
didn't
mystery.
say they're not going to get rid of it. I'm just saying until they give him an official backstory.
You think they're going to?
Hell no. Why would they go invest that amount of time?
Unless they get my notes and they're like, oh, that's fucking genius. We had one page. We gotta get a hold of this guy.
No, they'd actually have to go and invest a little bit more time into the game. And they already...
They got a 1 page. Even Todd, I was like, I only got 1 page. We know what we kind of want to do with it.
That's all we ever hear about any Fallout game is, we know where we want to go with it. Okay, when's it going to come out? A few years.
Yeah.
2026.
And then the year it's supposed to come out. It's like,
There was a delay.
you got anything more about this? New game with Fallout you're coming out with? Oh, yeah, we're really happy with where it's going. Like, okay, cool. Can the rest of the public know now? Or do we have to wait for the game?
It's like we're waiting for the Fallout 4 new gen upgrade. We all thought they were going to announce it at the showcase, and
Yeah, they didn't mention shit about
nothing.
Fallout 4.
Absolutely nada. And they announced it in October going, sometime 2023, we're going to have a celebrating 20 years of Fallout. We're going to get a remastered Fallout 4. And we're all like, okay, cool. When's that going to be? Nothing.
And that one is Binkies. Yep, both of them.
So, yep, Henry Hedford is the mysterious stranger.
Nice. That'll work.
Fits the lore, fits the time, and closes a lot of gaps in other storylines.
That is true. Man, kind of makes my guy sound lame.
Maybe I have too much time on my hands.
Possibly.
Or
you just have too much creativity.
my brain just goes crazy when I start thinking of a character.
That's possible.
Because my idea was like, how do I go from Vault Dweller to Mysterious Stranger? Got it.
Some most people would never think of.
Your turn, Jason.
Alright. My guy is, well, his name is William Wild Bill Mueller.
I like it.
He is a Brotherhood of Steel Lancer. The Lancer, which
Ryan likes it too.
I see this.
Yeah, he's a fan.
The Lancers are actually the pilots of the Vertibirds.
It's his Peekaboo song.
Oh, yeah.
That explains it. Yeah. He was born in the Commonwealth to a farming family. His father was actually a Brotherhood Knight from the Capital Wasteland. They were sending up troops to get, supplies and maybe some more members, as well as, scouting out for new technology and whatnot. So, father and, mother was daughter of a farmer. Okay. I'm trying to remember this. I don't have my, unlike
yeah.
Unlike Andrew, he had his notes. I left mine at home, like a dummy. So, trying to remember. Let's see. Yeah. So, kind of a one-night stand. Well, not really. I mean, father was there a lot. He was always visiting in between, missions, because they were stationed there for a little while. So, he was definitely in his life, he knew about her getting pregnant, but then, of course, he got recalled back to the Citadel. And by the time he was able to get back up there, Wild Bill, who already had that nickname from, a bit of a wild child,
Yeah.
In the Waste, you're going to be a bit of a wild child. I mean, you got to be serious, and you got to make sure, you're always on guard, but at the same time, their farm was close enough to, it wasn't Boston, it was one of the other towns around there, so there were some other kids his age and whatnot, so, after the farm work was done, he could go out and, have fun, and they would always cause ruckuses and everything, and just a little wild child, so naturally they called him Wild Bill.
I like the name though.
Yeah, I kind of borrowed it from G.I. Joe. Don't tell him.
G.I. Joe.
No, there's a pilot. One of the helicopter pilots is actually named Wild Bill. That's where I got it from. Because I was, checking out the different jobs of Brotherhood Steel, and saw Lancer and thought, oh wow, this one actually sounds cool. Yeah, dude, we already heard you on these mics, so doesn't matter.
Open it up.
He's trying to crack open his Nuka-Cola over there all silently, and he's like, they're not going to hear. Damn. Where was I? Yeah. So,
He's singing.
Yeah.
so
Little
cute.
singer over there.
Let me think. So, the years pass, and he's now around, what age did I have this happen at? Between 10 and 12. I can't remember the exact age. Their farm gets attacked by mole rats. Pretty big, nasty ones, too. A couple glowing ones in there and a brood mother. His grandparents end up dying during the attack. His mother ends up contracting an illness. Not the Vault 81 illness. It's just a normal illness. But think of like COVID, but like double.
Double COVID.
Yeah. Well,
COVID 38.
Anyways. Yeah, I need to wet my whistle over here. Where was that? Oh yeah, anyways.
Drew started a trend. Sorry.
Yeah. So,
COVID 38. We're sick and fucking tired of COVID. Give me the right away, please.
Alright, that's over there. So he took the lessons he learned about surviving the waste and whatever produce they could get, and was kept, trying to keep his mother alive with getting medicines from the doctors. But
Here's your Tylenol.
Unfortunately, the doctor they had was also the roving one. What was that guy's name again? That roving doctor? I don't remember either. But he was a roving doctor. He'd go all around the Commonwealth. So it could be some time before he was back near the area for the purchase. I mean, they had a little clinic that a nurse would help out with the minor stuff like
Fix. Lots and lots of fix.
Lacerations, things like that. So.
He's making fun of me through the podcast.
Fix fixes everything.
So if I smell like an old lady, the Vicks.
Huh? Anyways, so she ends up after about.
Oh, shh.
Wait, what happened?
Shh.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm just playing. She knows I'm playing.
I know, but I'm trying to remember the stuff without the notes.
ADHD, sorry.
Yeah, I know. I have that too, and I don't have notes to help drag me back on track here. I'm trying to help you have your wife help me do that, but you're distracting her, so I'm getting distracted. And where was
Welcome to
I
our podcast. This is our theme right here. Alright, back on track. My bad.
Oh, yeah. So she ends up losing the battle with her illness. So she gets buried in the family plot. Now it's just him by himself. He's about 12 years old at this time now. He's trying to run the farm, but of course, it was a good-sized farm, and there's just him running it.
Yeah.
Well, his dad ends up showing up because he had another mission. He was finally able to get back to the Commonwealth. Well, he goes to the farm and only sees this kid. He knew from exchanging letters, because they would use couriers to send letters back and forth and messages between the Commonwealth and the Capital Wasteland. So he already knew about who the kid was. It's not going to be a surprise. The kid also knew that this guy, he knew his dad worked in power armor. He didn't know exactly what he looked like, because, pictures weren't a thing anymore. So, he shows up with his squad, and they're like, well, what happened here? And, he shows, grandparents buried here, mom's buried over there. I'm just here running the farm. So he's like, nice timing.
Good job, Marilyn.
Yeah.
So they decide to sell the farm. Since this 12-year-old, he can't really do anything with it. And father says, do you want to come back with me to the Citadel and we'll get you trained up in the Brotherhood? You're my son, so therefore, you're already part of the Brotherhood. It's no issues. Plus, Elder Lyons, he won't care. Just give him a body. So they sell the farm off to another local family from the town nearby. They go down to the Citadel, and he does all his training and whatnot. He goes through the initiate hold on. He's too young for initiate. What was that one? Not scout, not scribe. What the heck was Elder Maxim? What was he called in Fallout 3? Because he was still a kid at the time. Begin with an S. Socially inept? No, that is Maxim, though. It's the kid rank, whatever that thing was now. I can't remember, but this is going to drive me nuts. It's bad, too, as I knew this was coming all week, and I had plenty of opportunities to make sure I had my notepad. Squire. I told you it was an S. So he started out as a squire, because that's all kids do. Did that for 2 years till he turned 14. I believe that's about when they consider you an adult in the games. I can't quite remember. Because Maxon definitely, he started as a squire, and then 10 years later, he's now a full-on elder. A young one, of course, but he's only in his 20s, so makes sense. He did his squire training, became an initiate, did all his initiate training, everybody liked him, he was a great guy. Yeah, he was a little more serious than he used to be as a kid, but when you live through what he lived through, it's going to happen. But the father did attempt to help him try, to make sure he hung out with kids his own age, do fun stuff. Try to keep him happy, not as seriously depressed. He wanted to make sure his son stayed, kind of well-rounded. But anyways, after his initiate training is usually when you become either a scribe, knight, or you can become a lancer. Well, he decided that, he didn't really want to do the whole book learning thing. He knew enough book learning from being an initiate and a scribe to say, I'm good.
Yeah.
His dad was a knight. He thought, well, that doesn't sound too bad. I mean, I could do that. But when he was actually, during one of his squire missions, where he follows out with, a group of knights, and they kind of protect him while showing him this is what we do, he got really enamored with the pilot from the vertibird. They actually started, learning. Okay. That thing's just like, phone was just flashing off. It's like, oh.
It's like a.
I gotta be honest.
What?
You farted?
I'm sorry. Oh, I thought I was doing that to you. My foot's asleep.
Her phone flashes.
I was like on top of
I see that.
Sorry.
It scared the
Not me,
shit
that
out
was
of me the first time I saw it.
Okay, so I'm not the only one. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm used to it now, but I'm like,
It's because when I was a teacher, I didn't have my phone out for the students. And so if something important happened, I would see it flash, and then I know that when I had a chance to check it, that was before I had a watch. But
I didn't even know that those phones could flash like that.
yeah, sometimes it doesn't while I'm driving at night.
I'll have to look up that setting. I want to go do that just so I can freak people out.
It comes in handy when you lose it.
Well, I usually keep my.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have a
good
face protector.
save, good save.
Yeah, I don't have face protector on, so I don't want to damage this new screen on there.
No.
But usually I have my phone up here in my pocket of my shirt. So, this is all exposed. So, yeah, I want to set that off so I can be up there oiling and just have this thing start flashing. It just totally freak out everybody up there.
Like, my pocket can't do that.
You just see someone like getting blind.
No, I have a little video going with my headphones in, so I'll just have it, like, I'll pull it out of the pocket enough where it just kind of hooks underneath my titty in my pocket. Yeah, no, seriously, right here. Just trapped by the titty in the pocket, and bam.
That was my word of the day. I put tater tots in the oven to reheat, and I was going to go to the store to get, these monsters, and dang, I already drank my soda. That might explain why I'm a little crazy, but okay.
Possibly.
And I asked her, you got the tater tots?
Yeah.
She's like,
nice.
And she died laughing. I'm like, I got her to laugh.
I bet she did.
I got her to laugh with titty
It's not
tots.
that hard to make them laugh.
No, it's not, but I was actually not planning to say titty tots. It just happened. Like my subconscious, like titty tots. Titty tots.
They changed my
Say it. Titty tots. It sounds like a band. Hey, we're the titty tots.
Hey, that's what. Yeah. Hey. Hey.
Hey.
I'm gonna bust out that guitar later.
Oh, God, I'm inspiring her too. Yes, I'm on a roll.
Nice.
Perfect.
Anyways, back to Wild Bill.
Yeah.
Before I forget.
So Bill's over here like, come on, guys, get it the fuck together. God, Henry didn't say shit. He just zaps all over the fucking place.
True, I learned all this. So anyway, so as a scribe, he started talking with the pilots, talking with the mechanics of the vertibirds, and studying up on the manuals and everything. Because he's like, this is what I want to do. I want to fly these things. I want to operate these things. I mean, yeah, shooting a minigun on the back, that's cool, but knights can do that. Anybody can do that. Hell, False Virings does that all the time. But so he decided that's where I want to go. Father was okay with it. Had no problem. He's like, I'm not going to force you to become a knight. I'm not going to force you to become a scribe. You're going to become whatever Brotherhood Steel Soldier you want to be. And I'll be there to support you. Yeah, thank you. So, he lived through the whole thing with, everything that happened in the Capital Wasteland and whatnot. Liberty Prime, he was there for that. He flew one of the Vertibirds.
for you.
Oh, I forgot she hadn't played number 3.
Or 4.
That's okay.
She just started 4.
I haven't even touched 4 yet. He hasn't even gotten his ass back up to the Commonwealth yet. He's still down at Capital.
Isn't Liberty Prime in 4 too?
Yeah, but that's after it gets blown up at Edwards Air Force Base.
Right.
Which you only know about if you play the DLC.
That I did not.
They didn't play it or didn't know it?
Didn't play
Ah.
the DLCs.
Ah.
All 4 I did, but 3 I didn't.
Well, I mean, haven't you ever wondered, how Liberty Prime went from walking big and strong in 3 to blowed up and in pieces in number 4? I mean, I certainly did. Like, why nothing get blowed up? Because he was in great shape when I left him in 3. It's only been 10 years. How's he all blowed up? But yeah, anyway, so, I mean, he lived through all that, He,
Yeah. I lost something.
ah.
It's got everything in there.
I see this.
Yeah. I know.
I'm thinking. It's all good. We're going. I'm just thinking. Oh, yeah. So, again, anybody who hasn't played the games, spoilers. He was also there to follow Liberty Prime 2 on Edwards Air Force Base. In fact, his vertibird actually got shot down. Off the record, I honestly have no idea if any of them got shot down during that because I never played that DLC. I'm just assuming they did. He survived. His crew survived. His leg was a little wounded, so he ended up walking around with a limp for a while. Well, actually, permanently. Thankfully, he was not as bad a shape as. Oh crap! I forgot her name. But what do you play for? You'll let it mean here. She got a spinal injury, and now she can only walk inside the suit of power armor.
Oh.
They actually engineered the suit to actually, move her legs. So she thinks if her legs moving, they move for it. Can't remember her name though. Whatever. Like I said, when you play the game, you get to when they show up, you'll meet her. But yeah, so anyways, he ended up getting a bum leg from that wreck. Thankfully, of course, because he's being a Lancer and a pilot, it didn't ground him. So he was able to actually join and fly around missions when they got a hold of Pridwin. He's one of the mechanics that helped fix it up. Most because of his knowledge from studying all those years, the technical manuals of the vertebrates and whatnot. It allowed him to actually be able to read the manuals on how the Pridwin works. But so they came up to Commonwealth, and he's still part of the Brotherhood of Steel, but he's just following Arthur Maxon's leadership, and he doesn't really like it as much as he did under Lyons, just mainly because he believes that Lyons, he read all the doctrines and everything from the Brotherhood, but he believes that Elder Lyons and his daughter, they followed more the doctrine that the original Roger Maxon passed out, more than the new thing that Arthur Maxon is trying to follow. He believes that, they should collect the technology, but not just hoard it away and hide it, and say, we know how to use it, you don't, give it to us. No. We're going to take it, we're going to study it, we're going to go, okay, you guys, we're going to come over here, come. We're going to show you how this works where you don't blow up. And then we're going to let you use it. And when you're done using it, we bring it over and we train those guys, then they use it. He believed that's how Lyons would do it. He'd bring outsiders into the Citadel. But Arthur Maxon believes that, no, we're the ones that can handle the technology. Nobody else can. We need to get, everybody owes us for protecting them. Literally, that boy, he'd be like, we need some supplies from that farm. Go make them give it to us. Not even that, let's go negotiate. No, it's get supplies from there. Let's go. So, Wild Bill, he follows him because he's his elder, but he doesn't exactly agree with him. But then again, a lot of them don't, so it's all good. But so far, that's what I got for
That's pretty good.
person.
I like it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
That's pretty.
All right. Well, now it's your turn, Steph.
Mine is nothing compared to you guys. It really isn't. It's like,
You just got more experience. That's all.
yeah, like way ton. Like, oh my gosh. When you're describing that woman in that suit, I imagine RoboCop for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. You remember the one from the Brotherhood that needs the suit in order to actually be able to walk again because she had that spinal injury?
Yeah.
I think so.
I can't remember her name, so I told her she'll meet her when she gets to that point in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was sort of like a RoboCop thing. Although I think Nick actually technically is better described as RoboCop because he's a robot and a cop. So
Oh yeah. He's like a RoboCop
with
there.
a human memory engrams. He does have human memory engrams. So
Oh my goodness. He likes watching his dad play. Yeah.
high five.
Future player over here.
Yeah.
High five.
Blowing up bugs in New Vegas. He's laughing. He's like, ha ha ha.
Yeah. He does.
You ready for that?
Seems that way. Oh, the
Yeah. Oh, way. Yeah. Yeah. So the thing's off. So I had no idea what time it is, but yeah, he's ready to go.
That's only 3.
Mimi's. This is his usual nap time.
Ah.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought it was like 1 o'clock. Yeah. It shows
No, that's when I showed up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I showed up after 1.
Yeah.
Alright, so Steph,
I have nothing compared to this at all.
what do you got?
I'm embarrassed. I'm writing
Oh, no reason.
children's books right now. So I started playing today, just because we hadn't had the Xbox hooked up for a little bit. But today I started playing. I developed my character. I was actually impressed at how much detail you can give your character, so I got kind of caught up on that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be careful. When you first design the way they look, there's...
I made her way skinnier than I am, so yeah. I was
Man, I
like,
got
this is
fatter.
awesome. Yeah, I started playing. Needed some help, but I got through it.
What's your character's name?
I named her Twyla.
Twyla.
Yes.
She's a vault dweller, right?
Yes, I'm a vault dweller.
Ah.
And I made it to the Red Rocket and met a dog, and that's all that mattered after that. And so,
So your
anytime.
character's drive is animal activist.
Yes, the baby is cutting out. There we go. He's pulling with me.
Ah.
Yeah, but so far I've been attacked quite a few times
Yeah, you will.
by raiders.
Oh, yeah. They love to attack.
Then-
Super mutants.
What were those things that came after me?
Mole rats, raiders, bloat flies,
Stingwings.
stingwings, yep.
Blood bugs.
Blood bugs.
I'm like completely dead. Oh, there we go.
Ah.
But yeah, as soon as they started attacking the dog, that's when I was just like, oh my god, these things come after the dog, so I just went after them.
We also gotta be careful. The dog loves to go after everything.
Yeah, I noticed that. We're just minding our business, starts barking, and then all of a sudden there's just blood splatter, and I'm like, did I just get shot? Where did this come from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're making a vault dweller character.
Yes, I am.
What's her background?
I hadn't even thought about it, but maybe she's an animal lover because that's what I did for, 14 years. Took care of animals,
I like it.
repaired them, rescued them. But I can still work on people too.
So she's a vet.
Yeah.
Okay, with some medical knowledge.
Yeah. So
Makes
I can
sense, makes sense.
stitch you up, tell you what's wrong with you.
Well, he's a robot, and I'm a Brotherhood guy, so...
So are we teaming up as a squad, or are we going against each other?
Well...
Yeah.
I was about to say, it does depend. I mean, initially we all start out against each other.
Yeah.
It's how the scenario the very first scenario of the RPG starts out where everybody's against each other. And we're outside Vault 95 in a bit of a Mexican standoff. And it's up to the players to decide whether they're going to work together or remain separate. And that's about as far as I got to that before I saw character creation and got lost. One of these days we'll get back to actually reading the rest of that story. But yeah. Well, the great news too is that one of the perks you can get with the RPG game is dog meat. So you can actually have your companion as without having your companion slot taken up. Although technically speaking, in an RPG game, according to the rule books, I did not see whether or not if there was a limit on how many companions you could have. But at least we know though that dog meat, the very best good boy of them all, does not count as a companion. Oh, good lord. Yeah. So you be great. Your character, no problem.
Jazzy.
Sounds like he was saying dog meat.
Dog meat.
Somebody likes dog meat, huh?
Dog meat. So we will anxiously await what we get with Twyla and how Wild Bill does and Henry Hedford on our upcoming journey.
Oh yes.
Shall be fun.
Yeah, it should be.
It's a chow.
Hey, stop not being cool.
I know.
I'm actually surprised at that. I'm surprised you didn't pick a ghoul, because you could be a ghoul. I mean, you don't have to go and follow the same character you create on the game. You can create a ghoul if you want. You can create a robot if you want.
I thought about it, but...
Twyla it is.
Twyla could still be like in the early stages of ghoulification.
That's true. She could get exposed and...
She could have been exposed from her vault. I mean, you did mention your vault, but you never said which vault.
That's true. Ooh, there we go.
Ooh.
See, I told him with my own character, man, I can help people get theirs off the ground. I don't know.
Sometimes that's how it goes, You get too focused. And...
Welcome to my life. Always seem to be doing that. It's like, I gotta try and do this, but man, I can't figure out how.
Alrighty, well, this has been a fun episode.
Yes, it has. Hasn't it, Waylon?
What do you say, Waylon?
Good job.
Good job.
High five.
So look forward to our starting of our role-playing series.
Like in a daze, he's like, oh, you know what it is? He's like, buttons.
Oh, clap.
Look at all those buttons. Yeah.
Clap.
Hey. I look around and go, wait, what happened?
He's like, I just want those buttons.
Yay!
Got her
Yeah.
right.
Woo! You guys get a little baby boot.
Oh, yeah.
Baby bonus. Baby bonus.
At least he's not trying to sing Baby Shark.
Baby shark.
No.
Close to it.
Alright, we better end it there.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds perfect time to end it. There.
Alright, all of our Fallout fans, stay alive in the wasteland, use your stim packs wisely, drink plenty of water, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.
I was going to say good night, but good night.
Good night. Welcome, nuclear survivors, to the Diamond City Podcast.